Hi everyone, it's Sunday, March 3rd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. We'll start with the U.S., where the market felt a little more stable this week than it has recently. Prices were mainly steady and a number of sellers were actually a little more confident about the future. Interest was good in general, but of course the bid prices are still mostly low. Heavy Texas steers are still unchanged at $22 for seasonal averages. And the cow sellers say that the market is still pretty stable and interest continues at decent levels, keeping prices in a tight trading range. Combined export sales for the period ending February 22nd were 534,000, which is 42% lower than the previous week's really high number. Combined export shipments were again higher, up by 5% at 662,100. Estimated slaughter for the week ending yesterday, March 2nd, was 599,000, and that's just 1% lower than the previous week. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guello says that the post-fair purchasing period was completely inactive, and that could be because the estimated production drop compared to the seasonal average is about 30%. Looking at the British market, prices are holding up and sellers are in a good spot. The 36 plus English ox sold unchanged at 84 cents sterling per kilo. And for Irish sellers, the aim starts at 95 cents in euros per kilo, but buyer requests are actually more like 90 cents per kilo. For European bulls, nothing much happened during the week despite the overall downward trend. Reference prices for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos are weekly steady at 90 to 95 cents, and South German prices are also following suit. European cows were unchanged this week, but that's because there were no new sales. Regarding veal skins, the trend is definitely bearish, but the limited supply is allowing the top grades to hang on to higher prices. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at the work levels for the various types of items and the price dynamics affecting the market. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that the average price of fresh hides is, yet again, still 85 cents per kilo in reals, and the reference price of TR1 is still unchanged at 65 cents per square foot. In Argentina, prices again saw some changes in the raw material market this week. In other news from Brazil, the withdrawal of the reinstatement of tax on footwear employment is, quote, a victory of dialogue and democracy, according to the associations there. And MyCam Milano generated over $31 million for Brazilian footwear exports. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentine shopping center sales were up in December. In Mexico, the automotive sector is making up for a lack of footwear business. And in Paraguay, Saudi Arabia has okayed 7 slaughterhouses for beef exports to the country. That is all we have for this week. Until next week, good night from HideNet.